You're on mute again, Tony. You're on mute again, Tony.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, because I'm hearing some sound.
You're
But I
back.
think I'm light now. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Can you hear me?
just about. You're breaking up, but we can just about hear you. I can just about hear you. How you doing, brother?
Okay, man. Yeah, like when it comes to all this technology, technology thing, sometimes it just, yeah. Right now, as I'm talking to you now, I'm hearing sounds in my ear right now.
Yeah, I mean, there's
Hello,
there's
can
a
you
lot there's a lot of breakage in the connection, coming from the Wi-Fi or something. I don't know what it is, but we'll soldier on. We'll soldier on.
I'm really getting sound here. Ola,
Yes, but
please, man, can you hear me? Can you hear me out?
just about.
I don't know how
I
to
can
get
hear you breaking off and coming back, or breaking off and coming back on. You know what I mean? But we here. Big up everybody in the house right now, man. I see Tony Ibarra, Wolfgang Division. Salute to you, Jaminio, Carossi, boss, my brother. I see you in the house. Big up to everybody in the house joining us right now. And yeah, what a night we had last night as well, man. UFC 293. I see Tony post like, well then, you know what I mean? Like, you know, the way Easy bowed out to Sean Strickland, and we live in a world today where Sean Strickland is the champion of the middleweight division. It's crazy. MMA sports is just crazy, man. But we're here to talk about Prem Talk with my brother Tony up in the house today, man. So Tony, take it away, brother.
Hey, Ola, I don't know, I'm getting mixed audios from my speaker here, so I think you have to continue a little bit now. Ola, please, just take us through what you felt about that Manchester United until I'm able to see my audio.
So what? Basically, our game against Manchester United and how I saw the game. Is that the question you just asked me, Tony? Is Tony there? Can you hear me? Okay. I think that's the question Tony's just asked me, so I'm just gonna go with that. For me, I always thought with the record that we have against Manchester United at the Emirates, I thought we were going to get that result. The problem that I had was thinking about the solution, was thinking about the selection situations that we've been going through with Partey playing right back, and I didn't want Partey playing right back, you know, against somebody like Rashford. But the football gods made the decision for Arteta by removing Partey from that decision process, you know. So Arteta didn't even have the choice to put Partey right back. So Ben White had to go back to where it was. We then had Saliba and Gabriel, which is what all of us have been crying for. And we had Zinchenko there. So we had a more balanced sort of defense line than what we've been playing with. Now we still had Kai Havertz in the team, but with the absence of Partey, for you know, maybe Trossard or even Smith Rowe could have come into play in that aspect. But because Smith Rowe hasn't really had he hasn't really had much minutes. I didn't think he was gonna make the cut. So perhaps maybe Trossard. But he didn't. He still found a way to put Kai Havertz in the team. And when Kai Havertz had that chance, and look, Tony, you know I love you as a brother, yeah. And Yeah, I've got to say this. I've got to say this today. You have been caping. I have to say caping for Kai Havertz since we signed him. Now that air shot, what 6-7 yards out in front of goal. He goes to kick the ball, and
It was 3 yards out, man. It was
bro,
3 yards out. It was 3 yards out.
bro. Now what can we say? What I mean, Wolfgang is laughing his head off. Chelsea fans, they were they're laughing away. Like, we came and paid 65 million pounds for this guy. 65 million. When I saw that missed shot, I thought, oh my god, this. I mean, there's nothing. There's nothing to look forward to with this guy. This guy is hopeless. You know, some people wanted to give him 5 games, some people wanted to give him 10 games. Well, we've had 3-year sample size from this guy. Yes, I don't like. Yes, I don't. I say this all the time. It's what you do in my shirt that I will judge you on. I think Kai Havertz is giving me enough in the Arsenal shirt for me to judge him on. I think I've seen enough, because that one there was probably the last straw for me. Like, you know what? I mean, I'm just, every time I see him on the selection shit now, I'm just gonna assume we're playing with 10 men. That's how I'm gonna look. That's how I'm gonna perceive the game. I'm just gonna look at it because he's a passenger, bro. It's a passenger.
See, yeah, Ola, I don't doubt what you're saying, man. See, we brought this guy in, for 65 million pounds, No one knew where this signing came from. It just came from nowhere, We brought him to the football club. What do we do? You just have to accept it because the manager has already brought in this player. What do you do as fans? You support the player, right? I personally gave this guy 10 games to actually prove himself to the Arsenal faithfuls, to prove himself to me also, But Ola, man, this 4 games has been shocking, horrible. Ola, have you noticed that this is more than a passenger in the team? The last passenger we did have in our team was Mesut Ozil. But even in Mesut Ozil's era, he did used to, touch the ball, move around a little bit with the ball, that good stuff, With this one, even the players themselves, they don't even want to pass the ball to Kai Havertz. They don't want to give him the ball.
They don't trust him. That's why.
They don't trust him. They don't trust him. And he's not even making those deep runs that I expect him to be making. Good. Look at that game against Japan. I just tried to look at Kai Havertz, from a different set of lenses, in the German national team. Flick trusted this guy. He put him down there in the number 9 position. Do you know what? I could actually count how many times that guy touched the ball yesterday when they played against Japan. Shocking, Ola. This guy, shots on goal, nothing, completely nothing. It was Sané that was trying to even, create anything, in that front 3 yesterday. I tried to look at every dimension to trust this guy, and Ola, man, it's bleak, man. It's bleak. I'm coming to that reality that that Kai Havertz might be a flop, at Arsenal Football Club.
I'm surprised you're coming to that realization. I'm surprised you are not already at that realization. You shouldn't be coming to that realization no more, man. You should be there, bro. This is still saying to me you're holding some kind of hope for Kai Havertz. Embrace it. This guy is shit. It's simple as that. Embrace it, bro. You know what I mean? This guy is rubbish. He's rubbish for 65 million. Embrace it. Well, I don't understand how you just coming to a realization. You shouldn't be coming to a realization no more. You've seen him for 3 years. You've seen him for 4 games, and nothing's changed. You've seen him in the international team, and nothing's changed. Why are you coming to a realization? You should be at that realization already, my brother.
Ola, it's because he has only played 4 games for the team. He has only played 4 games, and to be very sincere, you don't expect a player to just play 4 games and then you just pass judgment on the player finally.
How many games has he played in the German? How many games has he played in the German team?
Bro, he's gotten lots of games for the German team. He's gotten lots of games.
And still, you didn't see no difference when you watched him yesterday. So, what's the difference? What's the common denominator here? What's the common denominator here?
Bro, there's no denominator. He's just not good enough. That's the fact. But I'm talking. See, I'm that guy that just wants to see us at least win. We spent 65 million pounds on this guy, bro. The last signing that we got for 72 million pounds, we just let him out the football club. We didn't get a penny for Pepe, not even a penny.
Yeah,
we spent another 65 million pounds on a flop. I have it. You can't tell me this guy doesn't have any goals in it. Oh, we can't afford to have any other pet. We can't afford it.
Bro, it looks like Arsenal had money to waste, and they wasted it on Kai Havertz. Man, we could have bought Madison and Amrabat, like people been saying, and we'll have 2 better players than Kai Havertz that would improve the team, But look, this is the world we live in now. Like I said, stop fighting it, embrace it, stop hoping. This guy has shown me, right? And I know you said, oh yeah, he's only played 4 games for Arsenal, but this is the excuse that we're trying to make around him, right? Rather than really coming to the realization and saying, you know what, let's cut our losses here, embrace it. This guy is rubbish, and Arsenal would do well to get rid of him at the earliest opportunity. That's what I say. You can use him sparingly.
Ola, this guy just came this summer. This guy just came this summer. What do we do? What is the realistic thing to do?
We have to
just
come
came
to
this summer.
Yeah, we have to come we have to come to that realization that Havertz is not that guy. Listen, not every signing is gonna pop, right? We bought Trossard for way less, and in my eyes, a much better player than Havertz. We bought Jorginho. He's done even a better job than Havertz since he turned up at Arsenal. You don't hear Arsenal fans complaining about Jorginho like that, right? Because they can see footballers. They can see who's a good footballer. You didn't see them complaining about Timber when we brought him in, because they can see who's going to do well in the team. They've had minimal amount of games as well, right? So, and like I said, you watched him in the German team yesterday, and the chat saying, have Tomiyasu pocketed him. Tomiyasu pocketed him.
Tomiyasu did that, man. It was shocking. He
like,
couldn't run. He could just do anything.
Like how long? How and this is my point to you, and I'm not trying to dig you out here or anything. Yeah, I just want you to get to the realization quicker than the time that you're giving. I don't want you to waste any more time waiting on this guy. You know what I mean? Give that time and attention to some other players in the team, because Havertz is just not that guy. And the sooner Arteta comes to that realization, right now, Vieira is doing way better job than him, coming off the bench and doing way better job. I would argue that Vieira has more legitimate reasons to be starting in games for the team that Kai Havertz has. But will Arteta change that approach? It don't look like it to me.
So now we are just gonna act as if Havertz is not a 65 million pound signing, and we're just gonna leave him to rot in the bench.
Price tag, the price, bro. The price tag means nothing at this point.
I want solutions. What are we
have solutions. We have solutions.
What are we gonna do to him?
We drop him and we play capable players within the team, not shoehorn Kai Havertz dropping capable players within the team. That's the solution. We drop him. That's the solution. Use him sparingly. Come and finish games. Get off the bench. You've got your chance now. 4 games in, starting games and dropping 3, 4 out of 10 performances, sometimes 2 out of 10 performances. Drop him, play players that are capable within the team, and bring him on and see maybe that would light some kind of fire under him. But this all starting Kai Havertz over other players in the team that I feel can give the team a better chance at starting the games better or even winning games in a less marginal sort of fashion. I'd prefer that rather than shoehorning Kai Havertz into the team, leaving capable players on the bench, right? And then bringing them on while we're trying to chase games. Look how Vieira changed the game over the last couple of games that we've played him in. And this is where Arteta has to be brave now. I say, yeah, I made a mistake. I fucked up on Kai Havertz. It's not the player that I thought, right? I'm going to have to take a different approach. I'm going to have to drop him now, and he's going to have to win my trust back because I've put my neck on the line for him. Oh, look at all Arteta's press conferences. They keep asking him, why you play Havertz? This media, they can see. They're asking him.
He keeps backing him up. He keeps backing him up.
He backs him.
100%.
You know? He keeps backing him, but it's the wrong backing. Because, look, everybody can't be wrong just because the manager is sticking on it. Everybody else can be wrong because we can see. We've all been watching football a long time, man. And if we can see that Vieira is coming on the pitch and making the sort of impact that we're expecting from Kai Havertz, we're not blind. We can see what's going on.
But Ola, why is it that every coach that has played with Kai Havertz, why do they have trust in him? Me and you were seeing that this guy is not good enough. Why do all these managers see something good in him? Is there something he's doing in the team that we are not seeing? Fick left him on, yesterday, towards the end of the game. He didn't even hack him off quite quickly. Same thing with Arteta. What is it that they're seeing in this guy that we are not seeing? Is there anything?
It's hard to pin down because these guys are the ones that trains with him, and they might be seeing certain things in training. But whatever, look, and that's part of coaching, right? Whatever you're doing in training, if he's not translating onto the pitch, that's your responsibility as a coach to make sure that what you're showing, what you're doing in training translates onto the pitch. That's why you get paid millions and millions of pounds, because if everybody could do it, right, everybody would be a football manager, right? So there's something he's doing on the field of training that's making them pick him. But how long do you persist as a coach that what is showing you in training is not translating on the pitch? Because at the end of the day, the fans don't care about what's going on in training. That's for you as a manager. The fans don't give a fuck.
Exactly.
The fans care about finished product, what translates on the pitch. That's all we care about. That's what we pay for. That's what we pay for as, fans that subscribe maybe via TV, via other streaming sites, or match-going fans that go to the stadium, people like Kenny Ken that we all know and love. So for me, like, that's what you go and pay for. You pay for the finished product. What's happening in training translating onto the pitch, and we don't have that with Kai Havertz at the moment.
Okay, so Kai Havertz is a write-off right now. Are you at that point right now? It's a write-off.
It's a write-off for me. It's a write-off, and the manager now has to do a repair job, but he has to drop him first. Sometimes you gotta take 2 steps back to take 1 forward. Right? You've already taken 4 steps forward, it didn't work. You gotta take 2 steps back to now take 1 forward. And that's dropping Kai Havertz and trying to rejig whatever spark that he thought was there in the first place.
So Ola, okay. Look at this guy, Fabio Vieira. We all saw his performances last season. Yeah, we stood by him. And right now, you can see how he's coming off the bench. Do you think Kai Havertz's situation can be like this one in any way? Like Fabio Vieira showing some signs of recovery and getting back to his best, like how he was in Porto. Do you think Kai Havertz might come good like that in any way?
Look, Kai Havertz, I'm not holding any hope. This is where I'm at with Kai Havertz now, right? I'm done with him. It's now up to him to now win me back. And so is a lot of fans across the board, right? It's now up to him
So if
to
he
win
scores
us
two
back.
goals against Everton, if he scores 2 goals against Everton, does he get back into the action for you?
No, because there has to be a level of consistency for me to, like what we were just saying about Fabio Vieira. You got to do over like one game or 2 games.
Yeah.
I want to see a level of consistency with him. You can't just do it once every 5 games. You can't, especially for the type of position that he's going to be playing. We require consistency from him. And right now, I don't feel like we're getting that. And it don't look like the team that he came from before. He gave him that. It don't look like he gives his national team. It don't look like he gives them consistency. So there's one common denominator here, and that's Kai Havertz. It's up to him to now win us back. I'm done with him personally. You know what I mean? And like I said, every time he plays in the team until he shows me something different, I'm assuming we're playing with 10 men. That's how I'm looking at it.
See, man, it's already messed up like this as it is right now. I'm already getting fed up. I saw him in that game against Japan, did nothing, couldn't make any runs, couldn't get any goals. The players don't trust him. They can't pass to him. It's just shocking, man. See, yesterday, Gabriel Magalhaes, turned up for Brazil. Yeah, but we all knew what happened. He went off injured. Ola, what do you have to say about that?
What was that again? Sorry, I missed that.
Gabriel Magalhaes. Gabriel Magalhaes.
Yeah. I saw that. And they said it was some kind of precaution. That he had a ice pack on his thigh. I got worried. Even with England yesterday, I was cussing like, why is Saka and Declan Rice still on the pitch, and this man's taking everybody else off, but our own players. Like he does this all the time. But with Gabriel Magalhaes, from what I heard, they're saying it's some kind of precaution, and they expect him to play the next game for Brazil. So it looks like he's gonna be fine. He's just a little scared.
See, man, if I was Mikel Arteta, I would be on a call to the Brazilian national team right now, telling them, "Hey, I'm sorry, it's not possible.
Yeah,
don't play." Like that's what credible managers would do. They'll pick up the phone, they'll call the national team, they will tell them, "See, this is a big scare. You can't play this player. Keep him." But again, do you think Mikel Arteta is that guy that would do that? Because it's me, all of the national team.
I mean, look, Mikel Arteta strikes me as the type of manager that would do that, and I'll tell you why. We already seen proof. He did it with Partey. He actually sent one of our doctors to Ghana with Partey, if you remember, when Partey got, when he had that.
I remember
that little injury. So yeah, I do think Arteta, he's done that before. So I have no reason to think that he wouldn't worry about our key players while they're out there on international duty. I'm sure there's some kind of communication back and forth between the club and the national team, and they will be very, very well informed on what's going on with Gabriel Magalhaes. And if they're saying it's some kind of precaution, then I'm gonna hold fire and just hope that it's some kind of precaution.
Yeah. See, Ola, finally, our former record signing Pepe left the football club this week. What do you have to say? Arsenal not getting a nickel for Pepe. See, not even 1 million. Yeah, for this guy. just ripped off the contract and sent him down to Trabzonspor in Turkey. No money, nothing. Actually, I heard that there's still a large chunk of that money, that 72 million pounds that were to pay Lille, that we've not even paid. So, yeah.
Look,
so what do you think about that?
Arsenal has been, they've paid a heavy price for some of the mistakes of the era before Arteta, and with Arteta trying to rebuild the squad and the amount of backing that he's had, because we can't pretend that Arteta hasn't been backed, even with all this contract ripping off. It has been backed, and the one thing we know Arsenal hasn't been able to do in the market is sell players, dead players, might I add, like Kai Havertz, for top dollar. Other clubs manage to do it, but for some reason we're not there yet. And I think as time goes on with this current squad that we're building, I feel like we're building assets with this new set of crop of players.
Yeah.
Like we've now done with Balogun, selling him and then putting a sell-on clause on it. So whatever it goes off in the future, then Arsenal gets up. It's probably the first time that I'm really seeing us putting them kind of clauses in players that we're selling. But this is a new breed of players. But what Arsenal's done over the last couple seasons in terms of ripping up contracts is something that they've shown us that they don't have the nous to go and sell ice to Eskimos. You know what I mean? They don't have the nous to go and sell sand to the people that live in the Sahara Desert. You have to be able to do these things to I mean, look at all the clubs around us and how much they're charging for their players. Look at Brighton. Caicedo played 19 games for them. 19 games, and they got over 100 million for him. It's crazy. It's crazy. And that's where we need to get to as a club. And I think we're gonna get there after moving all the previous era sort of players out of the way. And like I said, we've paid a heavy price in terms of ripping up contracts and losing money over it.
But again, how is that going to be possible when we've just barely shipped out Pepe, and we already have a flop in our hands already in Kai Havertz, waiting to explode? Yeah, just this summer we brought this guy. I don't think he has any resale value after what it will be the same situation with the Mesut Ozil situation, with the same Pepe situation with Kai Havertz.
Bro, that's on the owners, bro. The owners have ate out of this club for so long. That's on the owners. That loss is on the owners, bro. They're billionaires, bro. Like that 65 million is like it could be a tax write-off to Kroenke and his whole franchise by the time the year is done. So when you look at a club like Manchester City or even Chelsea, especially in Chelsea's pump, when Roman was really running things, like these billionaires, one player fucks up, you move them out of the way, and you bring another one in.
Yeah.
Remember when they brought in Shevchenko and Balak? Like Shevchenko didn't pop the way they thought it was going to pop.
Yeah.
And after a season, and it was gone. Torres, they didn't stick with Torres for that long.
Same thing.
They paid big money for Torres at the time. And look at Man City. They bring players in all the time for big money. As soon as they notice it's not going to work in their team, they don't sit down there dwelling on it and trying to force it to work. You move them on. That's what you do as a big club. You sit them down and you move them on, and then bring who you think is gonna do what's required in the team. That's how you're supposed to do things. Not every signing you make is gonna pop. but you have to realize early enough who's going to pop and who's not going to pop. And we have to be proactive in those situations and not reactive. Because if we're being reactive, we'll be in the rut with that player. And that's how you end up with the Pepe situation, because we weren't proactive with Pepe. When we saw that he wasn't going to work for us, we should have just did what, 2-3 years left on his thing, move him on.
Yeah.
Even if you're moving him at a loss, you're getting something, not giving him away for free.
For free. Yeah. Big up to the guys in the chat. Yeah. Wolfgang Division, big ups to you, my brother, man. Stefano, big ups to you, man. That's my Liverpool brother, man. Big ups to you. Tayyib Hussein, big ups to you, my brother, man. You legend. Longhead Yeti, my guy from the cave. Big ups to you. And of course, we also have Luca AFC down here. Uncle Rod is down here. Tony Ibarra. Also, Carl Rossi, big up to you, man. See, Ola, there's something I noticed yesterday in the game, England and Ukraine. Are we wasting Zinchenko away at left back?
I mean, I've been
I
saying
saw this guy tucked into the middle. That's his natural position. He's a midfielder. Yeah, he played as a midfielder for Ukraine against England. Oh my God. Look at how the guy was marshalling that midfield. Look at how this guy found his way into the 18-yard box after that cutback to just slot that ball in for that goal. It's his natural position. Ola, are we wasting Zinchenko away from what he should be giving us in the middle of the park?
Tony, you said you wanted solutions. Remember, just now you said you wanted solutions. There's a solution there for you, brother. Would you, based on what you saw, would Zinino fit that role better than Kai Havertz to you? Rebuttal question to you, brother. Yeah? So
He will.
Right? So for me, like, and this is one of the reasons why I was so gutted we got rid of Kieran Tierney, because some of the games that we've played, I've even said, take Havertz off, put Zinchenko there, bring Tierney on, right? Or even play Zinchenko in midfield. He can play midfield. All of the fans' problems has not been Zinchenko being able to play and control the tempo of a game in the midfield and offer us what he offers us within the middle of the park. What we have problems with is him playing in defense. And you, as a left back, which your primary job, that's what we bought you as, and that's your primary job. Your primary job is to defend. Now, if Zinchenko now says, hey, listen, maybe I should reevaluate where I want to play on the pitch. I don't know if you remember when Theo Walcott did this with us. Oh, I don't know if I'm a winger. I don't know if I'm a striker. I don't know. Maybe I'll go back to playing on the wing.
Yeah.
Right?
He did that. He did that a lot.
Maitland-Niles did the same thing with us, if you remember that. Maitland-Niles didn't know. I don't want to play right back. I want to play in the middle of the park. Oh, yeah. Right?
Same thing.
Same thing. Maybe give it a chance and see. Maybe Zinchenko can reevaluate where he's going. It's kind of what we did with Xhaka last season. Pull him out from deep and move him further up. And maybe you see a difference in what he offers in the team. Right? But as a defensive option, I'm never comfortable when Zinchenko is playing as part of our last line of defense. It makes me nervous. It makes me fucking nervous, bro.
But see, Ola, as a manager, Mikel Arteta, as a manager, he should be looking at all the international games, He should be watching his players play in these international games, see how they play, see how they set up, come back to Arsenal and impact something fresh, something different, Now that you've seen that Zinchenko he already knew this already. Yeah, from Man City, he coached this guy. He knows the wheelhouse of Zinchenko. Yeah. Do you think it's something he can implement? Do you think Mikel Arteta would say, "Okay, good, Zinchenko, I see you, I hear you, I see what you do for that Ukrainian team. You slot in deep there, you work in it, I get you." Do you think Mikel Arteta is that guy that would say, "You know what? Yeah, I think I have to put you in my midfield"? Do you see that?
If that was going to happen, it would have happened already, right? Because we're forgetting that Arteta knows Zinchenko from even before his time at Arsenal, right? He spent time with Zinchenko at Manchester City, so it's not like he's not seen Zinchenko and some of the capabilities that that it would, the skill set that he has, and where he's lacking and where he's efficient. Arteta has seen enough of this, and that's one of the reasons why when he bought him, I was kind of a little bit excited to see what could happen with the knowledge that Arteta had, of Zinchenko. But for Zinchenko to come out himself and confess himself, we're not making this up. It's not an allegedly thing. Zinchenko says, my biggest flaw is defending. I can't defend. And there's a saying that says, when someone tells you who they really are, you believe them. When someone tells you, this is me, take them for what they're saying they are. This guy says, I can't defend. And then you expect me to hang my hat on him as a defender. Fuck no. I'll be damned if I do that. When the man already told me I can't defend. My biggest flaw is defending. Why are we persisting with this? It's self-sabotage, bruv. It's self-sabotage.
It's true.
I can't think of anything else other than that.
It's true.
Please find me. I'm happy to listen to a better explanation. I'm happy to listen to a better explanation.
It's true, because I saw Zinchenko in that Ukrainian midfield, and man, he buzzed it real mad, man. This guy is a different, he's a different guy in that midfield, yeah. And the way he was running, the way he was controlling the game, and see, yeah, and of course in that Ukrainian team they have tall guys down there, huge, muscular, taller, and everything, and you see Zinchenko, who's not even, all of these guys, giving orders, he's a leader for that team. Yeah. I see him, dishing out instructions, controlling the midfield, getting a goal for them. If I was Mikel Arteta, I would start, looking into that area too. See, Ola, striking stuff going on at the football club. Of course, Eddie called up to the England national side. Yeah, that came as a big surprise to me. But see, Gabriel Jesus is back. Yeah, and he scored a goal against our biggest rivals, of course, Manchester United. See, Ola, do we tell Eddie, thank you for scoring 2 goals for us at the start of the season? Go back to the bench. Gabriel Jesus take over from where he's left.
Number one, one thing we've always wanted was healthy competition for places, right? And yes, I've said on a number of occasions that I don't think Eddie Nketiah is any competition for Jesus, because as long as Jesus is fit, he will always think, if I'm fit, I get in the team over Eddie. And a lot of fans will say rightfully so too. They both offer different stuff, but I still think we need that big striker, and neither of them two are those guys. Neither of them two are those guys. Eddie is a nuisance sort of player. He'll work hard. He'll be a nuisance to defenses and stuff, but the consistency of goal return is not there yet in terms of giving us high numbers and high returns, and giving us that belief as fans that we believe that Eddie can go and get us 10, he can go and get us 15 goals, 20 goals a season. It's not had that chance, to be fair to him, and we've not seen that. So we can only go by what we've seen. And neither has Jesus. But the thing is, we think Jesus' ceiling is a little bit maybe higher than Eddie's, and we think his skill set is probably a little bit more superior than Eddie's. Now we need a striker that will now put the fear of Jesus in Jesus. That's someone to make him think, oh, my position could be in jeopardy here if I'm not bringing my A game every week. Look, as a fan, this is what you want for your club. This is what you want for your team, where every single player knows that their position is up for losing if they don't bring their A game, if they don't bring their best game, if they don't put their best foot forward, your position is at risk. Every single player should be feeling that, including the manager. That goes for the manager too. All of them should be thinking my spot is at risk. There's always room for improvement in every single position, all the way to the manager. All the way. There's always room for improvement. So everybody should be feeling that hit, should be feeling that pressure, should be feeling that the position should, they should never be resting on their laurels. Not as far as I'm concerned.
On their laurels, and again, Olas, if Gabriel Jesus is scoring those type of goals, just the goal he scored against Manchester United, that's a pure hitman goal, a typical number 9, traditional number 9, banged these goals in the 80s, in the 90s. That's the typical number 9 goal, typical striker's goal, striker's delight. I'm sorry, that's the striker I want to see in Gabriel Jesus. And that's what I want for my number 9 striker. I really do think that we should maybe, start Eddie Nketiah from the bench, and put in Gabriel Jesus, because I think he'll be more instrumental to our play. And mind you, when he came to that game against Manchester United, his link-up play, you can see, very important. His link-up play is very important to Arsenal. Always linking up. Eddie doesn't have the mettle to link-up play. And even if he even tries to even power up, or even pressurize the keeper at times and all that, he doesn't do it in a consistent basis. He doesn't do it in a consistent basis. So personally, So, but personally, I would look at Gabriel Jesus to come in the next one. See, Ola, we have a crunch game. Okay,
Sorry, before you finish, on Jesus, and I seen your post on Insta. I like it. The way he checked that low. I can't say this enough. Like I've seen all the memes. I've been enjoying all the memes. The memes has been brilliant, and that one you got on your Insta story, that was enjoyable. I like that because it took him to all kind of universe, all kind of past life, all kind of future life, and the man was still sliding. I don't know if he's back at Carrington yet, but yeah, big up on that. I just wanted to big up on that Jesus, Jesus skill that he did on Dallo. That was just crazy. That was crazy. That was enjoyable. Very enjoyable.
Oh my God. He wiped Dallo's bomb all over the Emirates pitch. that was shocking. See, Ola, the last question before we go, Everton. We don't have joys when we go to Everton, When we go down there to Merseyside, it's always a different story. We've not beaten those guys in about 8-7 years. Even Jez was talking about it. Big ups to Jez, of course. Big leader to us down here. Big ups, Jez, man. Lovely show we had just a couple of hours ago. See, Ola, what do you think? Do you reckon that Arsenal is going to go into that game and give it their all? What do you say?
I think we
don't have joys there.
Yeah, I think we do. I think we do a win over there. And I would expect us to go over there this time and really get revenge from Sean Dyche's appointments when he took over his first game against us last season, and Onana took them points from us. So yeah, I think we, if anything, that should be what should be getting preached to those guys. This is part of the reasons why you man didn't win the title last season. You went to Everton and you
Yeah.
flopped. Go back there and show them what's up. You know what I mean? Go back there and show them who's the superior team here. Go back there and impose our superiority on these guys and let them know we're not on the same level. That's what we need to be doing as a group of players, as a club, as a team. That's what we need to go over there and do, and really, really put them to the sword and put them in their place.
Your front three for that Everton game.
Front three.
Your front three for the Everton game.
I will go with Jesus, Martinelli, and I'll drop Saka. I'll drop Saka for Trossard.
Wait. Come again. You drop who?
Jesus, Martinelli, Saka. I mean, I'll drop Saka for Trossard. I'll bring Saka on late on in the game. He's been on international duties. Just played a whole load of game there for Southgate. Why are we rushing him back? And Saka ain't really blew up the rooftops since he's been playing as well. He's been dropping 5 or 6s as well. You know what I mean? So he needs dropping, and he needs dropping, and not for saying Saka is a shit player, because we know he isn't. I'm more worried about burnout for Saka and the amount of games that he's playing, if that makes sense. So this is not the type of dropping I'm talking about. Kai Havertz that I'm talking about Saka.
Yeah.
This is a different kind of dropping. There's a dropping because a player's rubbish, and there's a dropping for the good of the player, like that. So yeah, I'll drop Saka, and if we look like we're struggling, bring him off the bench. Because we know he does have that quality and he has that goal in him. But again, yeah, I really would drop Saka and start Trossard with Jesus, because if we play Jesus, Martinelli, and Trossard, can you imagine how confused the movement, the flow, the trickery, how confused the back line of Everton must be, having all those players just moving around and doing interchanging plays
and causing problems.
Yeah.
That's not we've come to the end of the show. Yeah, we've come to the end of the show, because I know you have to check out quickly. Ola, please, before you check out, please tell us your just talk to us about your channel, what you got coming up. I knew you did a late one yesterday. Our guy Adesanya lost his stuff to Strickland.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, so that's
he did a Kai Havertz yesterday, man. He did a Kai Havertz yesterday, and I said something yesterday when I saw somebody put $220,000 on Easy to win. I was praying it wasn't Drake, because we know whatever Drake touches, he goes to shit. So I've been doing my best to try and find out who plays that bet on Easy. Drake plays the bet on Amanda Nunes, and she lost. He played, I think it was $2 million bet. So yeah, we got a lot coming up this week, and we're building up to Bellator Dublin with our boy Kenny Black Diamond, Kenny Mokonoana. He's going to be fighting on that card as well. So keep your eyes peeled. We got Oki Bolaji, one of our guys that just won the contract with UFC. A fighter out of Belgium, but he's representing Nigeria and Zimbabwe. So Oki Bolaji, go and follow his page. He's going to be jumping on with us on Wednesday, and we're going to be catching up with him as he talks to us about his newly won contract and his aspirations in the UFC. So yeah, we got a lot planned coming up. So yeah, stick with us on the Fight Week show. we're doing some big things over there, man. Salute to everybody that showed us some love as well.
Yeah.
Big up.
Yeah, guys, please, you have to go down to the, to that channel, the Fight Week Show, and go show Ola some big support. Thank you, everyone who came down to the channel today. The assembled Wolfang division. Hopefully, we'll be seeing you quite soon on the show. Tony Ibarra, Carl Rossi, Jamio here today. These guys, yeah, Stefano, Ronnie, Jeremy, Yeti. Big ups to these people. Yeah, God bless you guys, and thank you for turning up to the show. Hopefully, I'll bring Ola for a longer time next week. Right now, just need to rush up and do other things. Yeah, big ups everyone. Catch you guys soon. Big ups from me and Ola.
Salute.